Powered by Virginia. Radio.
I'm just making sure. What is going on, everybody? A Monty on the track with another episode of A Chill. It's just a podcast, and boy, we got a fun little show for you today. Let's welcome back two guests that you all have seen before already know. Just Ed's been here the last few weeks.
Yes, sir.
And let's welcome back Big E Diceman.
What's up?
What's poppin', bro?
Everything, man. The music, life good, DJing all the time, everything good, man.
Word?
Yes, everything good. And I'm back here, so you know it's real good.
Right. Big E's been talking about he's been wanting to come back on the show. You know what I'm saying? He was on the episode that had the first, semi-viral moment, ever. He was on that episode. It didn't show him that particular moment because I kept cutting him off. But, he's coming back to put his point out this time and to shut me up. That's what he said. He said he wanted to talk some shit.
Yes, sir.
He did. So we're going to do that today. But first, we're going to run through these announcements real quick, real fast. First announcement, Powered by Virginia Network. Come and get your podcast done. You want to have a dope place to have your podcast? Come to Powered by Virginia Network. Come to the radio station. Come and check us out. We got everything y'all need. We got a merch store. We got the products for you guys. We got studio. And then we have the podcast station. So entertainment needs. And I DJ too. So we got DJ services. We got all different types of stuff going on around here. We got camera people. We got all different. But the podcast station in itself, you need it. You know what I'm saying? You come here. You sit down. You do your show. You leave. You don't got to do nothing else. I mean, the promo and stuff's all on you. But hey, as far as the production for your show, you know what I'm saying? Rock Powered by Virginia. Bada boom, bada bang. Audible Heat. Make sure you guys are booking at audibleheat.com. If you want a dope studio over across the water in Portsmouth, they have very dope prices, very dope engineers, very good quality as well. They are the standard for the Music Sports League. That gets me into my next one. Oh, wait, before that, you can use my promo code AMONTY10 if you want to book a session and get 10% off. And this coming week, we are having another workshop, intro to engineering workshop. So if you want to learn how to engineer a little bit, hit me up. I can get you the sign-up sheet. Music Sports League, man. We just finished up Game 4. Big shout out to Lil Nancy for the win. Our show is October 29th. We're doing the playoff game. We still have the wild card game this Friday. Hey, man, the only thing I want to say is win or loss, it doesn't matter. Your music's being promoted. Why you care if you're winning or losing? Don't know. But anybody who has dropped out just because you took an L, shame on you. Shame on you. And that speaks a lot about you. That's for everybody who's dropped out. Okay? Just you take one L and you're upset, and that bothers me. Okay?
Shame on them, but we understand.
I don't, actually.
Hold on. You're an artist. I'm an artist. Big E is an artist. We always, when we get in the booth and we get everything mixed and mastered, we always want our tracks to be the best of the best of the best. We want to be number one.
I get that, but if you take one L, you're gonna quit.
Not necessarily quit music, but
I'm not saying quit music, but say you're doing some type of something and you take one loss and something to where one loss isn't really gonna hurt you and or matter. You're gonna quit after one loss after you just got 2 victories.
Sometimes a win affects you a lot.
Hey,
sometimes a win bottom.
Look, I love my guys, man. I love everybody. I do. Y'all are my people forever and always, but sometimes people disappoint me, man. And this sequence of events that happened today was very disappointing. You know who you are. I'm not going to go any further into that. But just for anybody who has just dropped out after one loss, because it's not just this one guy who did. He knows who he is, but the other guys who have as well. Again, we're promoting y'all. We have multiple guys who are putting in mad effort to promote y'all. Who cares?
Use the platform for your best.
Exactly.
Your songs and stuff like that. But at the same time, take this as a learning lesson. Not just to win, but to attract a bigger audience. A different type of audience.
Exactly.
Understand that your music wasn't chosen not because it wasn't great. It was just because that other artist tapped into different people.
Right.
So that means you need to get on bigger platforms.
It might be just because I've been doing a lot of work myself with the league that I see like a lot of the things that are happening. But the founder himself, man, he's been putting in a lot of effort. And I was just talking to him on the phone today. We're about to put an artist on a billboard. Like, he's got this conference he's about to go to with Pharrell in a couple weeks. that I just learned about today. He's about to have dinner with Pharrell.
Like for real?
Pharrell.
Skateboard for real?
Like Pharrell. The Neptunes Pharrell in a couple of weeks that I just found out about today.
That's lit.
So it's like he is putting in a lot of effort to make sure that we're getting this to where it needs to be. And so anybody who's downing it, calling it whatever it is that it's not, and just giving up on it that fast, just, hey man, it's all good. That's all I gotta say to you. All right, moving on. So let's get to the show. I mean, because man, when it starts to grow and people are like, dang man, I should have stayed. That's gonna suck to be you.
But you know, everybody does it. Trying to tell you, bro.
I get it. People doubt shit until it shines. I get it.
Yeah, people do that all the time. Hey,
people doubted us over here. People doubted my boy Loud. Look at him now.
Exactly.
My boy over here shining, doing his thing.
Exactly.
You feel me?
So now all you can do is be like, hey, I gave you a shot. It is what it is. Now you got to be in the back of the line. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. It's simple as that. You know?
Right. Excuse me. Whew. All right, moving on. Let's get to the Tiz Optics. Bam. So Big E honestly was a big key factor in all these topics today. He really had some shit he wanted to get off his chest, and we're ready for it. Big E, are you ready for it?
Yes, I'm always ready. Always got something to say.
Whatever.
And it's always right, too. It's always right.
Just by meeting him, he's very knowledgeable, so I don't want to see
yeah, we just had a nice little debate in the stew beforehand with the music stuff. Man, I was shocked, though. All right, so the first question that we got. Do you think that rich people are selfish? Do you think the majority of rich people are?
I do. I do think they are selfish. I really do, because it just hit me the other day while I was thinking about it. I was like, if you spend most of your time trying to help people to the left and the right of you, you're going to be going to the left and the right, and you're not going to look forward. So I think in order to be super successful, you have to have at least a tad bit of selfishness, if not a majority of selfishness. Because think about all these artists that blow up and all these people go, oh, they forgot about me. No, I was in the studio grinding, and you couldn't even give me a like or a share on Facebook. Now you want me to put on the show to support you when you couldn't support me. So I got to be selfish. Fuck that. I got to do what's best for me, not for what's best for everybody else, because you'll lose in the end.
I think when it comes to that question alone, it's a different type of the wealthy or the rich being so. We're not supporting Monster. It's for a local game. But anyways,
Monster Energy.
Wow.
I was gonna be quiet, but you just had to say something.
That's wild. Okay, I got something for that. Well, just wait on it. But like I was saying, when it comes to the rich and the wealthy, I believe that it is two different types. Just like Big E said, there are people out there that are really grinding with their craft, whatever it is with it. It could be music, clothing, beads, textures, anything. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people, you deserve to be selfish, because 9 times out of 10, you've put yourself out there for some type of support, some type of, hey, can you help me? And a lot of people are like, oh, I got you next time, or oh, when I get my money right, I got you. And then you still gotta, persevere through through that moment.
Persevere, huh? Persevere.
You doing the same thing, all right? I got a list, so my words gonna be slurred up.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you doing it tonight, bro. But anyways, like I was saying, this is like the third time I've been interrupted. I'm gonna just cut him off. So Big E, like I was saying, so you got those type of people that, though they worked hard, they grind for it. Yeah. Now, for those rich head fund babies that their grandfather tricked over 1,000 slaves and fucked over immigrants and stuff like that, and now they're a billionaire. Yeah, fuck y'all.
I'm just saying, but like you just said right there, right?
Those are the type of rich people that I hate.
Okay.
I hate hedge fund babies.
Okay, but that means their great grandparents or whatever they inherited was selfish. They were selfish to acquire that wealth in order to be able to leave that money.
I'm going to give you a perfect example. Jackie Chan, right? I recently watched one of his interviews a couple weeks ago. And a lot of people are like, Jackie, you're getting kind of old. You've done a lot of movies, not only in the Western standard, but in your own culture standard. You're a big name. Like, when you pass away, you have a lot of money. He has a kid. He has a son. And the interviewer asked him, like, so you're going to pass on your wealth to your son? He said, no, I'm going to pass it on to the city and my country and stuff like that. And they were like, yo, why ain't you passing it on to your son? Like, what about him? And you know what he said? And I respect that so much. everybody wants to break generational curses, but he said, yo, my name alone, by you having the last name Chan, and by people knowing you as my son, that right there is a gate opener for you to make your own success. So why would I give you what I made so you can be bigger and be selfish? Like you said, selfish, and not really understand what hard work is. My name alone gonna open doors for you, but it's up to you to really achieve that.
But just think about this. Just think about what he just done. That's selfish in itself. You're not going to give your son, your heir, the money. That's like the queen when she died saying, hey, don't leave it to none of the people I'm kin to. You ain't going to never heard none of them go, give it to someone outside of the blood because I don't think that they earn this keep. That's a selfish move. You think about how selfish you got to be to say, hey, I'm a millionaire, and when I leave here, my son ain't getting none of this.
But he has a good point, though. Like, because you can give all this money to your kid, and then your kid can grow up and not learn how to earn for themselves. Excuse me. Or you can go ahead and tell your kid, hey, look, you have a last name that matters, that people care about, and that people respect. All you have to do is say, hey, I want to do this. I'm Jackie Chan's son. That he's right. You have the gateway to go make your own success, your own businesses, your own career out of just your name, and that's up to you.
Just because they say, man, I used to work with your daddy. I know how your daddy was. So
exactly.
You might be just like him. And with the queen situation is so messed up because if you look at her backstory, they have and for them to cut off the melanin culture, and her great grandmother was actually a black woman. But that's for y'all's own research. If you don't believe me, look it up. The queen was actually founded from a black woman. She was just light skinned. You know what I'm saying? She was just light skinned. Mess with a rich white guy. But I understand. That's on a whole nother topic.
Okay, back to the Jackie Chan thing just for a second. His son, some people might resent him just because it's Jackie Chan's son, because a lot of rich kids get flack for being that. Oh, you only here because of your daddy. Like, for example,
it's Jackie Chan though.
But hey, bro,
Jackie Chan ain't no unrespected man. That is a completely respected man.
I get what he's saying.
For example, LeBron's son, right? Is Bronny.
He got a lot of pressure on him.
Bronny is an okay basketball player for in his class. Like, he's not the top of his class because of his daddy, they push him and put his highlights in front of all these other kids, and the other kids are looking at him getting mad because they're like, you only getting this coverage because if you were LeBron James' son, you wouldn't get this coverage, and he just signed a Nike deal.
You know what sucks? It sucks to be those players. That's what it sucks. That sucks. That sucks to be them. It's because LeBron put himself into a position to where he's able to give his son leverage, and he put his family into that position.
But I'm just saying,
don't be mad at LeBron's son just because LeBron had put himself and his family into a position.
But that's
where
how
he
some
can put
people
his kids
operate.
On. Michael Jackson got kids. And you don't
stop.
Well, look at all these players who have kids in the NBA.
If Michael Jackson's got kids right now,
he ain't got no kids.
Never seen them in magazines. He ain't never seen them in music videos.
Let me ask you this though: Steph Curry, was his dad in the NBA? Okay. So don't you think he probably got leverage? But he's
no, he went to Davidson. He went to a small school because they wouldn't give him a shot.
But
he had to earn his keep.
I get that.
But his dad wasn't a superstar.
I understand that, but his dad was in the league and had that leverage because he was in the league.
If he had leverage, he wouldn't have went to Davidson.
But I guarantee you, if his dad wasn't in the league, they would never have actually looked at him and gave him the shot that he got.
He earned that shot.
I'm not saying he didn't, but what I'm saying is I'm guaranteeing you because of who his dad was, they gave him a second look.
His name alone was probably
point.
That's Curry.
That is a Curry. All right, let's go ahead and give him a second look. I know that. I guarantee you
his
pops
got a
probably had
scholarship offer from one school.
Bro, I'm not saying that he didn't have to earn his way to the league. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that his dad most likely had leverage for him to say, hey, look, I know my son. All right, I'm sorry.
I say influence.
Influence. Okay, better word. Had an influence on that decision of saying, hey, look, he is my son. I did do this and this for the league, for this team. At least give him another shot. I guarantee you.
People wanted a Curry. I mean, hell, people wanted a Johnson, but Magic Johnson kids was, they was How do I say it?
We know.
They was
We know.
on a different route, on a different path.
But,
You know what I'm saying? But they always wanted them to be superstars. I mean, look at Shaq's kids. Shaq's kids don't get recognition, but them boys are playing some ball. Dwayne Wayne kid, one of his kids, his oldest son, is doing numbers just like Bronny.
Yeah.
And guess what? You know what they only focused on? Again.
At the end of the day, bro, it doesn't really matter who your people are. If you're not good, they're not gonna look at you. They're gonna be like, oh, well, that's his son.
Are you kidding me?
They're gonna look at you, but they're gonna
Michael
look at you
Jordan's
as a joke.
sons
Dude,
weren't good at all, but they people gave him a chance because they were Michael Jordan's sons. They like, you gotta be good because your dad is good. Like,
I mean, but let's be honest. If your
if
dad's
you're the number one player if you're the number one player and in the world or whatever, in the whole United States, throughout the world or whatever, and they come to the game, they ain't looking at you, they're looking at the other guy because of who his dad is. You out here donking blocks, but the ESPN will cover the highlights of the kid because his dad there.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't fully agree because again, like he just made some valid points that you did have some other superstars whose kids were also like playing basketball who they're not getting much. Dwayne Wade's not a superstar?
Dwayne Wade's son is definitely.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Oh yeah, I thought you said Curry.
Dwayne Wade's son is definitely putting up numbers, but he's not getting the recognition because
his dad.
they have. Dwayne Wade's son is definitely putting up numbers and definitely putting up stats for his.
But are we saying that? Okay, do you know the number one? Can you name the top 5 high school basketball players in the
I
world?
don't pay enough attention.
You don't know, but you know them because of their dads.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just think about
All
how
of
a
them?
kid feel about that.
All of them?
Okay.
You know
And the same
Dwayne
thing-
Wade's son, you know Bron.
That's why I need a laptop
it's the
break. I'm gonna
same
start
thing.
bringing a laptop break and
It's
start
the
doing some
same
research.
thing. It's the same thing with Bruce Lee's son. Bruce Lee had a son.
Bruce is Lee.
I mean, Bruce.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm
Boy,
sorry.
you something else tonight. But Bruce Lee had a son, and a lot of people probably know him for playing in the movie The Crow, which is a great movie. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's very old, it's nostalgic. I love it. But you know, his son died from a whole faulty gun situation within the movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he was not a good actor. His name really didn't, in the acting field, his name didn't get him anywhere. So when this movie, you know, he wanted to play in this movie, he wanted to be this character. You know what the first thing he did? He's like, well, my daddy was Bruce Lee, and y'all loved him, so y'all gonna love me. And it worked. So that goes to the original question is, I do not respect hedge fund babies.
Right.
I respect grinders, like you said, like the LeBrons, like the Kobe's, like the Jordans, like originals.
Wait a minute. Kobe, they had money.
But his daddy wasn't a superstar.
R.I.P. Kobe,
But his daddy wasn't a superstar.
He was fluent in Italian and Spanish and all that. So
you
he
can be all that. But his daddy wasn't a superstar. You can't tell me.
But he had money. You ain't got. I'm not okay. When I say I'm not trying to say these people didn't have money. I'm just saying, like, a superstar, being a superstar having money is two different things. Like, you don't have to be a superstar to make good money playing basketball and like Kobe's
get in front of faces. Get in front of faces.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But Kobe did grind and get out the mud. But he had you know, they had money. You know,
like
coming up.
Me personally, I put it like this. Me personally, I'm gonna put it like this right now. I will never respect. Kanye, man, if you ever see this, man, we like brothers. I would love to have a conversation with you, but I would never respect any of his kids as individuals, as entrepreneurs.
Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's too much. That's too far, bro. Just because they're inheriting money don't mean that they're bad people.
So then you're also saying that you're not going to respect LeBron's kids or anybody else's kids either who are already rich.
Nope.
Why?
I don't like hedge fund babies.
Yeah, but they are low-key hedge fund babies, bro. They're rich when they come out, when they're born into the world. So
they just got dealt the
Kanye's kids are also rich when they came into the world. And was Kanye rich when he started?
No.
Okay, so he earned his wages. So I don't understand what you're saying.
And I respect.
They just got dealt a fortunate hand, man.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay,
you are completely contradicting yourself.
No. Unless they take the necessary steps to go outside their own name. And to do something.
They can't.
Bro.
You can't go away from your own.
Look, you know what happens when you get rich kids who absolutely have no talent? The Kardashians. That's what you get.
Bro, but you just said, right,
Those are the people I can't respect.
We were just talking about like how people will get resented because they're somebody's kid, and you just reassured what I was just saying by saying you hate
Exactly
hedge funds babies. Because think about the kid that's on the team, and it's like, yo, I just put up 40 tonight. Dude put up 15, but he getting all the highlights.
Look,
bro, he was just dealt the fortunate hand. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? You can't hate it, but at the same time, you ain't gotta like it either.
Here's how I feel about it, right? Regardless if you're rich or not, your kid is gonna make themselves. If you're rich, there's a lot of people out there whose kids, or who they're rich and they're famous, but their kids, nobody knows who they are for real. Because their kids don't want that type of life.
Like Blanket.
So that kid, it's up to that kid at the end of the day.
That's
I'm
not
sure
no
LeBron's
biological
son,
kid.
and I'm sure Kanye's kids are gonna want to be just like their
Like
parents
Blanket.
too. But my point is that it's gonna be up to the kids to create their own star power, to create their own shine, to create their own path, their own careers. They're not gonna just shine just because they're somebody's kid. They'll have their moments because they're somebody's kid. They're gonna be relevant because they're somebody's kid. Well, I'm not even gonna say relevant. They're gonna be famous, but just because you're famous doesn't mean you're relevant. They're gonna be famous because they're somebody's kid, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna be effective in that whatever field that they're in. If they even enter a field, they might just be stuck-up kids who don't make nothing out of themselves. They could just be that, or they could turn themselves into continue the legacy of their parents, or create their own new path, a new legacy. Because I know people who got kids who are doing like culinary, but their dad's a fucking football player or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I respect that.
exactly. But their kids are
respect that
making
more.
something out of themselves, but their parents had money to help them do that. But it's like, as a parent, wouldn't you want to provide for your kid? Wouldn't you want to pay for your kid to go to college if you could?
For a fact, because I've definitely I've already broken generational.
So then
cycles.
don't
But
hate
at
on
the
parents
same
who are
time-
fucking
but
supporting their
hold on.
kids.
At the same time, my daughter, and she's young. She already knows. Daddy got bread. Daddy got you a savings account. Shit like
Let me
that.
get $1, bro.
So you got a little hedge fund baby.
No, I don't.
Hey,
I
yeah.
do not. I do not.
No,
I do
she got
not.
a savings account.
She has a savings account, right? Correct.
He just
But
burned
she-
your
but
ass.
She will not be able to use wherever my future might.
That's hedge fund, baby, cuz.
Hold on. Wherever my future might pertain to, she will not be able to use my name to get her in successes. It just won't happen. I won't allow it to happen until they put the dirt on me and say ashes to ashes. You will not be able to use my name to get what you want.
She will be
She
using
will
your
be able to
money.
use the money that you provided for her throughout the 18 years of her life,
But
or
most of these
however
people,
long.
it's not just about the money. They're using the name. They're using the brand. That's what I'm getting at. They're using the
Bruh,
brand.
a name doesn't matter. Doesn't mean anything without money. You gotta have money backing up that name.
Not necessarily.
Yes, you do.
Not that.
It depends.
Okay,
It depends.
Delonte West was in the NBA. Now
That's a good example.
yeah, now he's on the side of the road. So somebody go to his little kid go, I'm Delonte West. What you call him? What does that mean?
They gonna look at them.
Your
and they
daddy
gonna say,
was.
They gonna look at him and
I'm
say
not even
so.
gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do it to him.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right, so I see both of your points here. I see both of your points on this.
But we went so left field. But the thing is, majority of successful people have to be selfish. In order to be successful, you have to have
That is
some
literally
selfish ways and do selfish things. Because I've seen it with myself with helping people. You know, trying to put on shows to make sure everybody
You
can.
cannot help everybody.
Yes, you can.
Right,
and
that's a
once
fact.
and once you
help
try.
everybody.
Some people are unhelpable. I think here's my whole summary on this. I think that there are good selfish rich people and not good selfish rich people.
Yeah.
There's people who decided to be selfish to get rich. Buy Four Loko. I don't support Four Loko. I don't like Four Loko. But Monster Energy, branded content.
Wow.
Let's get paid.
Wow.
Yeah, disrespect. Don't care. It's nasty. It's gross. It makes me puke.
Anyways,
Anyway, so there's good selfish, there's bad selfish. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Monster clears brakes. You can clean your brakes with Monster. Just want to put that out there.
Hey, I'll take a sponsorship for any damn thing y'all got out there. I don't give a damn if y'all promoting that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about Four Loko, okay? Four Loko ain't it. That's it.
It's been here longer than Monster.
I don't care. I don't care.
Gotta be
Four
something.
Loko had my homeboy dancing naked in the street.
I guarantee you, every move he made, every decision he took.
That motherfucker drank a Four
He
Loko,
enjoyed
stripped
it.
down to his boxers, and then ran into the middle of the street and started dancing.
Bro, that would have been my last Four
That was his
Loko.
inner self.
That was the last time I
That
ever
was his
drank
inner
Four Loko.
self.
Yeah, that would have been the last Four
He
Loko.
said
That's too much.
That was his inner self. He came out.
I'm
You know what I'm
done.
saying?
All right, next topic. Totally switching up here. You ready? Do you think women are bigger players than men?
Yes.
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 100%.
I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and have
Yes.
it.
Women are OGs, and they are OGs from the nitty gritty. They understand men more than we understand ourselves. They know the moves that we're gonna make and the decisions we're gonna take. Bigger players, and they know how to look. Put it like this. You can cheat on a woman, right? You feel bad, whatever like that. Baby, please sleep on the couch for a couple days, cook dinner, take trash out, do everything you need to do to reconcile your relationship that you had, right? A woman is going to do the same thing and still go out and make it seem like nothing, and still bring groceries home and make it look like nothing happened.
A man don't do the same thing, though.
No,
See,
not
I'm
like
gonna
this.
tell you.
Not
I'm gonna
like
give
that.
you.
They will smile in your face knowing they just.
I'm
I'm gonna give you the. I got two
Hey, you'll
examples,
smile in a girl's face knowing that you just ate some pussy.
No,
bro.
that's disrespectful. You nasty motherfucker. I would never.
Girl, I'm gonna give you my theory on why I think women the biggest players.
That's coming from a hoe. I would never do no shit like that. That's wild as fuck.
I've seen it. I've seen this real life, and whoever might hear this, I hope y'all don't. I hope y'all don't get mad, but I
I'm
know
getting
people. I know people. Two people specifically that changed their whole life for women. And the crazy thing is like the same situation. Women. That's why I say they're the biggest players.
That was one of them we were gonna get to anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, literally, these two dudes signed up for the military to take care of a woman and her kids. You know how player and baller that is? To get a dude that you barely even like to go and dedicate,
Who the hell did that?
put his
A
life
simp.
on the line.
That's a
But
simp.
men do it more often than not.
That's a simp.
But that's player. For a
It's
woman to
player
take
for a
advantage.
woman, but it's
Yo,
a simp for a
I
man.
ain't gonna hold y'all. If I join the
Women-
military, I'm finna be one of those computer tech guys who don't fight.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, they didn't put their life on the line. They had to go through this training and all that in order to take care of a woman and her kids. Like, I've seen it happen. I'm like, whoa. I'm like,
Get a
yo.
bullet for the box.
And then I'm like,
Hell no.
I'm just like, and they gone and they out doing their thing. They getting their money from the dude, and then they still can do their thing because the dude gone. He somewhere. They back home chilling, and then they not married or nothing, so they can't come and live on base with them. So they have to be separated.
Coming from, like I said, coming from a dude that's been in the military, I guarantee you, yeah, she
You was
might
in the
think.
military?
Yeah, I was in the Navy.
Didn't know that.
And with that being said,
But I'm just saying, these dudes' life.
With that being said, I'm trying to tell you, those women that think they player, you're not really playing. They just doing that to shut you up. I done seen so many stories right now. I would shut down the whole U.S. Navy from the stories I've seen.
Hey, bro, we ain't going there because they'll shut the podcast off. All that. Hey, man, I'm talking about, I'm just talking about regular Joes that had no thought of military, but they got with a woman and was like, you know what? They was like, yeah, I need to do something better. Not for myself, but to take care of this woman and her kids. That's some player shit. That's like you.
Simp shit because the military
That's like
don't even pay that. The military don't even pay bread,
Bro.
They don't pay bread to
You
families.
get benefits, bro. You get.
Benefits ain't, bro. I'm
That's
trying to
false.
tell you, the benefits that people think, regular, like civilians think that you get out of the shit, you do not get. Now,
But why would they join to take care
I
of
ain't
the
gonna
family?
hold you, bro.
Bread. It's easy
Bro,
bread. It's not big bread. It's easy bread.
Yo, I ain't
Like,
gonna
would
hold you. From my personal experience now. Now this isn't my experience, but from my knowledge, I have one brother who's married in the military and one brother who's single in the military. My brother who's single in the military
getting money.
owns his own
It's
house,
getting money.
owns a brand new truck,
When you got a family, that
has
shit's
mad
nothing.
money in his bank account. He does well for himself. However, my brother with a family, they don't struggle, but they don't have nearly as much.
When I
But
had
where I'm from, there's not a lot of job opportunities. The shipyard is basically the only opportunity. So these dudes was having regular lives and all of that. And then they got with this woman and was like, wait, I need to make more money to take care of her. And they gonna make more money.
no, they're not. No, they're not. If you're in the,
Bro,
if
do
you're-
you know
look
where
at-
I'm from?
Look at me in the camera right now. If you're in the shipyard right now and you think that you're gonna make more bread because you got a family and you're gonna go to the military, you're gonna be sadly mistaken and your feelings are going to be hurt. Trust me, believe. I had a daughter in the military, and I had to get another job.
Whoa, wait.
Just to
You were in the military when you had a daughter?
yeah.
All right, just be clear on that, because you said you had a daughter in the military, like your daughter was in the military.
No. I mean, I ain't that old.
I had a daughter when I was in the military.
Bro, how far?
You crazy? Everything I say.
I'm just being a dick.
But,
I'm in a gay mood
but
today.
why
guys.
would a dude? Okay, if there's really no money in there, why would a dude just join to?
Because guess what?
Why would he join?
Because guess what? When people see, oh yeah, I got an easy ass job. If I get married, then they're gonna give me $1,000 extra. $1,000 to a regular motherfucker that out here.
Wait a
that's
minute,
working,
I never heard nobody, unless they was in the military. I've never heard nobody signing up for the military. So I'm going for easy work. You have to be.
work.
No, I ain't never heard nobody else say that.
Bro, I know.
I've never heard nobody say they signing up for the.
And the Coast
Bro,
Guard,
you a bad
Navy,
representation
Coast Guard,
of that. Nah,
Coast
bro.
Guard,
One at a time.
Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force, easy bread. If you go in the Army and the Marines, yeah, it's not easy bread because you might get deployed.
They are going into the Army, not no Navy, brother.
Yeah, because you okay. So then, guess what?
But-
You're a bullet catcher. You're a bullet catcher for the box. You getting shot because you're getting shot and don't understand why you're getting shot for a paycheck, and your girl getting smashed by Jody every night. He hitting the Melvin on your girl every night, and you getting bullets at your ass for what? You looking like a whole simp.
Hey,
Simple.
bro, how you gonna be a veteran talking like this about
Because
the
I can give you the ins. And outs. I can give you the reality, and everybody that's on my page, because most of the people that's on my social media page are veterans, and they can say the same thing. Ain't nobody getting shot to get cheated on. I didn't see motherfuckers jump off the boat try to kill themselves.
Hold up. Let me just put my 2 cents in real quick, and I'll let you guys go at it. I have seen from both ends of dudes who are in the military, who are in relationships, who have been, what's it called, deployed. I've seen my brother was on both ends of that spectrum, where he had his first wife who cheated on him when he got deployed, and then his second wife who didn't.
Who does that? Who does that? Like, how does that shit sound? 2, 3, 4 fucking wives for one fucking military contract? How does that fucking sound? You gotta be a simp ass motherfucker to get married 5, 6 times in one goddamn contract. Come on now. How does that even sound?
What did the military do to you?
How does that sound?
Bro, what the fuck?
You gotta be a simp ass motherfucker. I'm gonna get married. I told rabbit ass mom to get married.
Man, people want to feel like they got something to come home to, man.
You better go on Christian Mingle or some shit. Come on now, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Hey,
Bro, what the military do to you, man?
I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, what the hell?
When we first started the show, what I said, I used to be a smoker. Now I'm a drinker. That's what they did to me. Right there, right now.
Damn, man.
They turned you to a drinker?
Hell yeah. They look, in the Navy, they be like, drink to the phone. Anybody that's in the military remembers that fucking saying that they made a scene in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Now I'm a goddamn drinker, bro.
Okay, bro, you just said 5 minutes ago it was easy work. Now you saying fuck it.
It was easy work, but when it comes to mental manipulation, they got you. That's why it's easy. That's why it's easy. If you're single, if you're single in the military, you're going to make a bag. My brother right now is in Greece for the next 3 years.
Yeah, my brother's doing well, bro.
He's in Greece for the next 3 years. He's single. He's living the best time of his life.
Yeah, my brother is too.
But if you go in the military with already a girlfriend and y'all got 2 kids or a kid or whatever like that,
they give y'all bread, but you gotta understand that bread is going right to your kid and your family and your life. You don't get that bread.
Your girl's still gonna want to do what she want to do. Like she still want to go to the temporary.
I'm just saying, if you're a normal person, that's where your money going if you got a family.
Look at it like this too. Like when you're single, they give you like bonuses and shit when you're single, but it's like you got to think like when you're married and shit, they'll give you a whole bunch of money, but all that's going to your kid when you're single. All that,
yeah, but I'm just saying,
the less you're getting less, but you're still getting money that's all for you. Like
when they put you when you're single,
and depending on your lifestyle.
When you're single and they put you in a designated area, 3 meals a day they're paying for. Showers,
Yo.
washing your cars. Washing your clothes and
Because they give y'all like housing
they're
allowance
doing all
and
that
they
shit
give you
for
all
a
this type of
single
shit.
person, that shit is lit. You can save money. You can go to school. You can use TA assistance. You can use all the benefits you want to use. But when you have a kid, that shit's like working. I guarantee you, bro, any military person that's watching this or will watch this can tell you, when you have a kid and you're in the military, that's like working at McDonald's. And that's before the raise.
Stop it,
I
man.
put that on everything I love.
Stop
I put that on everything I love.
I mean, maybe like
I put that on my kid.
maybe like a Home Depot manager
Yo.
type of job.
You would be like, damn.
Bro, did they have you on the bottom hall of the boat or something?
No. And then on top of that, you only get paid every 2 weeks. Most companies right now pay you every week. You only get paid 2 weeks. So now you're E1 through an E4. You're only making a couple, like maybe 1,500 after taxes.
Yeah, you're not making too much.
That's it.
But your housing is you not paying for housing.
You think you getting good housing, bro? I know more military people
Hey, it's housing.
that got housing across the street from the Amazon. That's right up the street from the studio right now. That more people have died in than any other complex in the 757. Come on now.
Well, hold up.
Come on now.
Because
come on
that
now.
depends. That now look, one that depends on where you get stationed and where you decide to move to. Because I know some people who are in the military around here who live in rough areas, but I also know some people who live in better areas.
And I guarantee you, they're living 4 bedrooms, 7 people in the house.
What?
I don't think so.
I've never heard of these like
I
bad.
guess the people who have nicer houses are higher ranks.
I'm giving y'all the insight. I'm trying to tell you. I've seen motherfuckers that live in a 2-bedroom apartment right up the street from the military base, and it'd be 6 to 8 people living in that motherfuckers. Everybody sleeping on air mattresses, on carpets, on the floors. Don't let that shit fool you, bro.
Bruh, the people that I know that's in the military doing good for themselves. So
And then
I don't
ask
know
them-
what military
and then-
motherfuckers you working
And
around.
then ask
Yeah.
them how many years they've been in. Most of the time, the motherfuckers that y'all talking about, I've been in for 12 years.
Nah, I disagree, bro.
Name their
because-
first 5 years.
bro,
Give me
but-
one person.
Like, I had a
Let me ask
cousin.
you. Hold on. Excuse me. I apologize, Biggie. But so explain to me then how my brother's been in the military for less than 10 years, already owns his own house, owns a brand new truck, has a bunch of money in his bank account, and can do whatever he wants when he wants. But he was able to do that by his like 3rd or 4th year of being in the military.
Because guess what? The banks, because you're in the military.
Okay,
hold
that's
on. The banks,
that's a
because
benefit,
they
bro.
know, because they know that most motherfuckers that go to the bank to get a loan or anything like that, they gotta worry about, oh damn, your shit might get taken back. We might have to go. You might miss a payment. Guess what? Hold on. No. With the military, as soon as you tell them that you're in the military, and I'm
A benefit, like I told
Hold
you.
on.
Benefit,
Hold
bro.
on. Most banks are gonna look at you and be like, "Cool, you don't want to pay us, or you forget a payment. All we have to do is call your command, tell them who you are, and now the command is just gonna take that money out your check anyway.
But you're still getting the loan though.
You're still gonna get it because they know they're gonna get their money.
Yes, they know-
guaranteed.
because you know-
Guaranteed.
but you
Because
wanna
they're
get
gonna
paid-
Take it from you.
No.
So if you're only making 900 every 2 weeks, guess what? They're gonna get their
Those
money.
millions of Dodge Chargers that be
That's
being
an
bought.
incentive. That is an incentive. Oh my God, Lord
Okay,
have mercy.
but
that is an incentive that they. Hey,
Bruh,
a
okay,
recruiting
bruh,
officer
I'm
will
a-
tell you, hey, bro, I know you driving in a 1991 Toyota, but guess what? I can put you in a 2018 Charger right now.
Bro.
All you got to do is 3 months of boot camp, and all they gonna do is talk to you real mean. You know how many simp ass boys gonna be like, well, yeah, my mama drove a Caravan her whole life, so yeah, I'll take that. I'm trying to tell you,
Were
bro.
you one of those?
But when they gonna work at the local McDonald's and go get one?
I didn't get no Camaro. I got a Kia Optima.
But you joined the military, and I'm
You know why?
Sure.
And you know why?
Why
I
did
did?
you join? Yes.
That's why
I
he's
did?
so passionate
You know
about
what I
it.
did? Because you know what I did? I had a judge look at me. I had a judge look at me, and he said, you come in here every other month. You not getting shit right. You not doing shit right. I tell you what, if you change your life, or you gonna stay with me for the rest of your life. And I said, all right, cool, I'm out. So when I looked at it, I was like, I don't want to get shot at because I'd be damned if I protect motherfuckers that ain't gonna protect me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, the Navy, they go off for 6-9 months at a time on sea. You can't get in trouble out there. So that's why I did.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that's if you say it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can still get in trouble. You can still get in trouble. But the shit that I was doing, I was getting in trouble off of dumb shit. Like they
But you went to change your life, didn't you?
huh? And I went to get away.
You wanted to get structure in your life.
I wanted to
Discipline.
go away. I wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just leave.
He said I wanted a fuel efficient car. Fuck it.
Goddamn, yeah.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? It was like, bro,
So then what's the difference from the same guy who bought the fucking Camaro? He just
Guess
didn't buy
what?
a fuel efficient
Guess
car.
what? They about to charge him 19.89 on the APR rate. They about to.
If he was
That's his decision. That's what he does with his money.
The car was worth $12,000. Now they got $35,000.
Bro, do you know how many people get fucked for free all the time? That happens all the time, bro.
Yo, but
People
my
get
point
fucked
is,
up.
my point is about that is that like, it depends on the person and how you spend your money.
Yeah,
Because like again, you can go buy a fucking Camaro or some shit that's gonna cost you a hell of a lot more to maintain, or you can go buy you a fuel efficient, cheaper car that is gonna last you a while and is a lot cheaper on maintenance costs.
Yes.
And your APRs are not as bad, and the value of the car isn't gonna decrease fucking tremendously every single day.
You think your 18-year-old self would understand that?
Bro,
think your
I'm
18-year-old
gonna give you an
I'm
example.
not saying
I'm
you
gonna give
would.
an
I'm
example.
not
Your
saying
18-year-old
you
self
would.
would understand
I'm
that?
not saying you would, but what I'm saying
Because
is,
most people join when they're 18.
I know, but you're getting structure and you're like.
18, 'cause they're 18.
But a lot
I
of
don't
people
want
join
that
because they need structure and they need to change their life. Some people feel like they're not on the right path, and the military gonna get them on the right.
question. I said at 18, were you thinking like that?
no.
I would
But
think
when you
different.
join
I
the
mean-
military, they kind of restructure your brain, bro. Am I wrong?
You have to grow up fast, brother.
I understand that, but they restructure your brain and make you more disciplined and make you understand life a lot better.
Bro,
I know
I'm-
it's for their benefit, but I don't give a fuck about none of that. What I'm saying, I'm talking about for the person that they're doing it to.
Hey, look.
The person
Bro.
that they're doing it to, it benefits you as well because it's now putting discipline into your life where a lot of motherfuckers never had that
Hey,
shit.
look, everybody that watches this video and you see that I shared it, because most of y'all are my Navy folks, by all means, tell these two right here to sign that data line and go through it. And now it's a lot
No,
easier.
I'm good.
Bro,
It's a lot easier now. So
No, I'm just saying.
Y'all both,
I'm good.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I
Y'all
never
both
said
go
I
do
wanted
it.
to be
Y'all
in the
both go do
military.
it. And I'm trying to give y'all the insight. This is the cheat code. You're not yet. You play San Andreas? You play
Yeah.
San Andreas?
Yeah.
You play San Andreas,
The
right?
analogy.
Bro, but
You know
I'm
what
just saying.
And you got them cheat codes, right? And
Yes,
you be like,
bro, I
damn,
had the
bro,
fucking
I
book.
appreciate
Are
them
you
cheat
kidding
codes.
me?
I'm giving you cheat codes.
I had
And
the
y'all don't want to use them. So
Okay, I'm just saying. I had a cousin. No lie, I had a cousin. I had a cousin
I had
that.
all the cheat codes for all the games.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Yo, listen to this,
That's the
bro.
best one.
Fuck out of here.
Listen to this,
That's the
bro.
best one.
No.
Yo,
You sucker.
I'm telling you,
It's a
I had a
good
cousin literally that left here that didn't have no license. He came back with a car and a motorcycle, and he got his own house right now. I think.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
All right, here's my take. Ready? Military benefits some people, but it destroys others. Because some people get out of the military and still remain successful in life. And then some people get out and their life is completely destroyed.
Yes.
Full fact.
Now,
Yeah,
I
don't
do
get
think
me-
a lot of those people whose lives are destroyed who get discharged on medical reasons because of whatever happens. Like, you see a lot of vets who get fucked over after they leave.
Y'all about to make me call my homeboys. But anyway.
Hey,
I don't get
the
me wrong.
subject wasn't like talking about like people experiencing the military. It was basically saying like girls are the biggest player. Like I've never seen a dude get a girl to sign up.
You took us back. Yeah, you took us back. Because at the end of the day, girl, you see how deep that got?
Yeah.
Because girls are players to enough where they have us in our head thinking like that. And we're ruin our
Yeah.
fucking lives. So yeah, you're right. They are the biggest players. They
Yes.
Females, y'all got it. Y'all, you see
All
how
right.
what y'all did to us?
Since I never even put my take on it, here's my take on it. I think that both men and women, there's players who are men and there's players who are women, and then there's people who just aren't. There's men and women who aren't. I think that it's equal on both sides. I think that nowadays men have been, for the most part, demasculinized to the point to where women are just pretty much equal to most rights, I would say, and to where now it's pretty much okay for a woman to do a lot of the things that it was okay for men to do back in the day.
Moving.
Right, hold on. And then, but nowadays, a lot of men just won't accept it that women are just now pretty much equal to men when it comes to sexual preference, when it comes to how much they have sex, and when it just comes to how they live their lives. A lot of men just won't accept it, even though men live their lives the same way.
Or cutting grass.
But I think
Okay,
social
Francis.
media like gives
You
us
know.
this false reality of what life really is. Like I don't take social media telling them this is the new frenzy. And this is like I mean, social media tries to like basically tell us this is how life is going. Every woman is like this. Every man is like this. No, I mean, life is still going how it's been going, but social media just paints this fake world for us to be like, oh, women out here doing this, men out here doing that. When you know in real life, how many people that you actually know do all of this bullshit that you see on social media?
Well, I think it really depends on what you follow for the most part. But you do have a really good point there, is that people, the majority of people fabricate their social media lives. They fabricate the good parts of their lives and the highlights. They pretty much, what people are doing, they highlight their life, right?
Yes.
They only really post during highlights. I'm even equally as, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. I'm equally as
involved.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the word.
Opportunist.
Nope. Fuck, I can't think of the word.
Responsible.
Fuck. Yep, I mean that's close enough. I'm equally as responsible. That's not the word I was thinking of. It's close enough because I also highlight my life as well when I go on vacation and shit. I'm on Snapchat a lot more. I'm on Instagram. I'm posting pictures. I'm doing that, so I highlight a lot of the more highlights of my life as well. So I get that.
And people only support you when they think you're doing good.
Right.
When they can benefit from
Yeah, they're like, oh, you just performed at so and so. Oh,
my guy just performed. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It has been proven that people gravitate towards luxury. People gravitate towards money. People gravitate towards the higher lifestyle because that's what majority of people want. Majority of people want that luxury lifestyle, and so when they see it, that's just what they're gravitating. They're like, dang, this is what life is supposed to be like. This is what I need. This is what is going to fill those holes, those voids, those gaps. And I think, personally, that's not really what fills the gaps. Personally, for me, I think what fills the gaps is just succeeding in whatever field you want to do.
Yes.
Your level of success and how far you can take, you know what I'm saying, your career field. And I think that's what's really going to generate, happiness, true happiness. But
What difference are you gonna make in the world? That's the most thing I care about. Like, what are you gonna change to benefit not just minorities or the rich or the wealthy? What are you gonna do to change the whole world in itself? Because guess what? At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we only have one world.
That we know of.
That we know of scientifically. That we know of. That we are inhabitable. You know what I'm saying? So what are you gonna do to make this thing work for the next generation?
What are you gonna do? Your family first. You gotta get your family or whatever, because it's only throughout the history of people. Just think about all these people that's came and gone in this world, and it's only a few that we know about. So it's statistically impossible to be that person that's going to change something in the world that just changes it, especially at this point in time. So your thing is, building.
I disagree, bro. I mean, I just want to use Andrew Tate as an example of look at how fast you can create a movie. Listen, just listen to where, just listen to what I'm saying before you fucking say anything. What I'm saying is, in a short amount of time, go ahead, put it right next to the face. Yep. In a short amount of time, he was able to create an entire movement in a short amount of time, and that's one person. So I'm saying that I think it is possible for one person to have a major impact if they just know how to be impactful, like he was.
All you have to do is say shocking stuff. We can all get on here, but can you deal with the hate? It's only a few people that can deal with that type of hate and animosity to say the stuff that he says.
Because there's some people who gives a fuck what people think, and then there's some people who stands by what they say and they don't care. And he's one of those people, and that's why I respect him. Do I respect everything he says? No, he says some off the wall shit.
Oh yeah, he does.
But he has a point in what he's doing. He has a goal. He has a mission. So that's why I respect
what's his mission?
His mission is to empower men again, bro. His mission is because, like I said earlier,
through
the vast
scriptures?
majority. No, I'm not talking about through that. I'm talking about the shit he's saying, bro. I'm talking about the shit that he says and why he says.
Who said men have been unempowered?
Look at the world.
Social media, man. Like social media.
No, I'm not even
social media is basically that happy couple that fights every day, but they posted a picture on there on Facebook saying how much they love each other. But like,
I'm talking about just like life in general. Look at them. Look at like how just men are just treated
on social media.
I'm not talking about just social media. I'm talking about in life in general, bro.
Bro, I don't see it.
Let me ask you a question. Has a woman ever made you feel like a bitch?
No.
Fuck no. No.
A woman has never made you feel less about yourself.
No.
Never in your life.
And you know
You're
why?
both lying.
You
You're
know-
both
no,
fucking
you saying
lying.
in our
You're
life?
both lying.
No.
Then
And you
A
know,
woman, you're both telling me that in your entire life, not one single woman has made you feel any less about yourself for a moment.
And you know why?
You're
Guess
full
why?
of it.
No, I'm
You're
gonna
full of
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
You're full of it.
I'm gonna tell you why that has never happened because
You're
guess
full of
what?
it.
Just like I go to the store and I can buy a different piece of candy or a different piece of chips. If I don't like that brand or that flavor or that taste, guess what, baby? You get replaced.
Then I'm gonna tell you like this.
You said in our life?
Then you
I
are.
think
Then
so.
I personally think that you are incapable of actually loving somebody.
No.
That's how I feel then.
No, because
Yes.
at the end of the,
Yes.
at the end of
okay,
the
what you
Because
mean less? Okay, can you make that?
Have you ever just been in a situation where you cared about a girl so much to a point where her opinion about you and how she feels about you actually mattered to you, and to where she didn't want to fuck with you anymore, and you still actually cared about her, but she didn't want shit to do with you, and it just kind of made you feel less about yourself? Or the shit she said to you, she started saying some real vicious or mean shit to you that made you start to reevaluate yourself, and it made you start to feel like, damn, maybe I'm fucking up in these certain aspects.
No.
Maybe I need to fix myself in these certain
Because-
aspects. You
because-
never had one girl.
because
One girl.
Most of my relationships, they're ended because I don't take
I
shit
think y'all are
serious.
full of shit.
Because I don't take shit seriously. Because guess what? I see my life as my own biography.
I think y'all are full
So
of
I'll
shit.
be
I
damned
think
if I
y'all
let
scared
a
of your
character
emotions.
fuck up my
Yeah.
chapters and fucked up
God,
my
and
pages
what
in
could
my
you
life.
have done? I mean, what have you done to make a girl go vicious on you like that?
She didn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
what you need to fuck
No,
about.
sir.
you
No,
got to
sir.
know the character of what you
No,
fucking
sir.
with.
I understand that, and what I'm saying is that I know I made mistakes in my days to where I've had girls completely flip on me, to where like they were fucking with me super heavy, but then I was being a dickhead, so then they completely flipped and they didn't want shit to do with me. And I'm saying, so I do know that there has been a time in my life personally, I'm not afraid to say it because I ain't no bitch, that there has been a time that a girl has made me feel like, damn, I had to reevaluate myself. And be like, damn, I am actually doing this and this to fuck up. I ain't afraid to admit
I
that.
mean, bro, my child's mother has definitely made me reevaluate how I say certain things. But for her to change my personality, if she was,
I
and
ain't
I've
saying change your personality, I said reevaluate
I've told you personally, and I messaged you, and I was like, yo, put my baby mama on, because at the end of the day, she gonna give it to you straight, but I'm not gonna let her change who I am as a person. I'm still gonna be the same person.
No.
Now, if I need to fix myself, I'll fix it, but I'm not gonna allow another person, whether you male, female,
But did they not have an
alien,
influence on why you're fixing yourself?
Because
You said less make you feel like you less like you in some depressed state. There's been some time girls make you feel like you need to reevaluate, but I wasn't sad like, oh my God, I need to do this.
I ain't never been sad over
it
a girl,
hurt
y'all
my
lying.
feelings. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Get out of my life. I work
Okay.
on when I'm ready to.
Okay, maybe when I was young, like you got turned heart, you get turned heartless. Somebody gonna turn you heartless to a point where you get to a point where I'm not saying like you can't love somebody, but to a point where it's like as you get older, that shit. If you went through it as a kid, then when you can become adult, it's more like you know what? I ain't even gonna let this shit bother me like that. Fuck that shit.
I think that means that. I just think y'all are full of it. Honestly, I think y'all are full of it.
That's just
But-
for them less melanated brothers. That's what they go through. You know what I'm saying? You got that melanin pop.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying?
everybody has that.
Son, they hit you hard.
I'm saying I feel like everybody has that one female in their life, or every guy has that one female in their life that really makes them just reevaluate themselves. Like not.
But what if the one female you deal with doesn't talk to you like that? Like you're a bitch, you ain't shit. They know the female that you.
I'm not saying that she has to talk to you like that. I'm not saying that she has to talk to you like that. What I'm saying is that y'all say y'all are going through it, y'all are going through a breakup or whatever, and then she starts telling you stuff about yourself that you really didn't realize about yourself until she started saying it, and then you start thinking about this, that, and the other thing, and now you're like, damn, I really didn't realize this, that, and the
But
other
then
thing
at
about
the same
myself.
time, you gotta think, who are you changing for? You changing for their benefit or your benefit? Now, if it's for my benefit, then I'll change. But if it's just because
If
if you don't like the way I chew my food,
Well, it
then
depends.
fuck
It
you,
depends.
bitch.
It depends on what you
Fuck
mean by
what you
your.
talk about.
It depends on what you mean by your benefit, because it could just be something that it just would bother anybody. Like it could just be the fact that you just don't care enough about her feelings or some shit.
I don't care what people. I don't care, and I don't.
That-
As an artist, as anybody that the lane that we three are in. If someone came to you and was like, "Yo, Monty, Your last song that you put out, fuck you, bitch, was trash. You need to stop doing music. Guess what you gonna say?
Fuck you, bro.
Okay, then. And they say,
but my music,
the song you did was fucking garbage.
But your music and your love life are two different things, bro.
I don't care what you say.
Bro, your music.
I treat my music like I treat my love life. Man, I love what I do. So if I do it and I got passion in it, I'm gonna have the same type of feelings. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying right now is like, oh yeah, people's opinion matter. And 2 shows ago, you said opinions don't fucking matter.
No, opinions don't matter. No, what I'm saying is that if there are things that I'm doing that are a turn off, I'm just gonna say in simplest terms, that I'm gonna want to know these things.
Basically, Monty's saying basically he's saying when somebody that you care about, their opinion will matter to you because you want to make whatever. If you truly care for them and like them, you want to make it work, and you need to. Everybody has to reevaluate themselves.
Let me ask you,
but we all have to reevaluate ourselves sometimes. Somebody might encourage us to do it, or we just do it on our own. But you have to reevaluate. Like just say if you every day you was late to something or whatever. In your head, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I'm late. I'm getting docked." So you're gonna reevaluate.
I wasn't late. I came early.
Not today.
No, I was just using an example.
I can't help it.
I'm
fucking
come to the show late.
But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your mom was to say, if your mom was to say something to you, you know what I'm saying? She said, "Hey, why you always doing this? You know, if you did this would be better." And you'd be like, "Okay, you right, Mom." You know what I'm saying?
In the same concept with this, y'all gotta realize, like, I don't think if y'all really watching the shows and y'all really paying attention, that you'll see that this is a different Monty that we have seen.
No, but listen to me. But listen to me. But listen to me, bro.
Let me get up.
But listen to
me. You're in a relationship right now.
Oh yeah, he was walking on Sunshine Saturday when I seen
the
his
same
ass.
Monty that be like, fuck bitches, fuck that shit, and everything she did. You don't think I remember your song? Yeah, fuck out of here, boy. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on,
you
but
was
you're
a
not
whole different
understanding
Monty
my
than
point.
you in now.
But you clearly haven't listened to a lot.
What
No,
you
but you
saying?
still haven't listened to a lot of shit that I've been saying.
Next song, he gonna be like, I love you.
No,
And baby, I can't lose you. This is Monty, and I love everything that you fucking do. Come on now, stop playing with me, boy.
Okay, so now here's the first thing is, if you've actually listened to shit that I've said, I've already said this before, that people impact me. Just like, all right, so let me ask you this. I'm just gonna ask you this. If you were fucking up in life, and I were to come to you and I was to tell you straight up, bro, you're fucking up, you need to change your shit, like you're really fucking up, would that affect you? Or would you not give a fuck about what I had to say?
I would because you're my bro. I'll be like, all right, cool.
Okay, so would you respect it enough to be like, all right, maybe I should kind of? Would you evaluate yourself?
I'm not gonna just overnight switch up, but I am gonna take the situation that you had necessarily put out, and I'm gonna work on that because I'm like, damn, he not the only one, or she not the only one that has said that.
Okay,
so I'm gonna fix it. But for an individual to say, yeah, I don't like this shit, I don't give a fuck. Like it's gonna take multiple people to say the same thing.
with a regular Joe Schmo that you don't care about. Of course, if it's somebody I don't know and I don't give a fuck about, I don't care about their opinion on me. But if it's somebody who I actually genuinely fuck with, and you're my homeboy and/or you're my girl, of course I'm gonna care about your opinion of me. Of course I'm gonna care about what you think of me. Of course I'm gonna care about how I act and the things that I do, because I don't want to fucking disappoint the people I fuck with.
Yes.
But of course, if you're a regular Joe Schmo I don't know, I'm not gonna give 2 fucks about what you think about me. I don't know you. I don't care about you. Your opinion has no effect on my life. You have no impact on me. You don't pay my bills, bitch. Fuck you.
Facts.
That is the old Monty.
No, that's who I am, and that's who I always have been. But what I'm saying is,
that's the old Monty, ladies and gentlemen. That's who he usually is.
That's who I am still. That's but that's with people I don't know and don't care about. If I know and care about you, of course, what you say about me and what you think of me is gonna affect me.
Yeah,
bro, if you were to sit there and call me a
dickhead
dickhead every day and say that you ain't fuck with how my energy and how I live my life, that shit would make me really sit there and be like, damn, I need to like reevaluate my shit. Like my peoples, even my homeboys around me, like saying, bro, you fucking up. Especially my homeboys, of course. But if it's my girl and she's telling me I'm fucking up, of course she's my girl, bro. She's gonna see me more than my homeboys most of the time, so she's gonna know when I'm fucking up. But my homeboys, especially when I know that they're not seeing me every single day, but they know how I usually am, and they seeing that I'm doing wrong, and they tell me some shit, I'm gonna be like, yo.
But we were here first. I'm sensitive. We were here first. Fuck what you got to say. You gotta listen to us first.
The fuck does she got to do with anything?
See, everybody on that future. Everybody on that future shit. Future said, he said, what he said? I lied to my. He said I ride with my homies, but I lied to my bitch. And I'm like, the homies is the one that'll snitch first. If you got your bitch and bitches will hold you down.
That's a negative.
Will hold you down better than your niggas will. Cause when you go to prison, your niggas gonna try to slide on your girl.
My brother doing a whole bid over, brother. So I'm gonna take that. Personal experience. I'm like, nah.
Homies will be quick to slide on your girl.
Yeah, they slide on. Hey, if they know you getting 10 years, oh yeah, they slide on your baby mama.
Oh yeah. Bro, ain't
nobody loyal, bro.
That would be crazy though. Like personally, I would just say, if I was to get locked up right now, my homie slid on baby mama. Mind you, her personality just doesn't work, so I would be surprised on her part. But for the homies to do it, I would be like, I invited you to cookouts, motherfucker. Like,
bro, how many?
I offered you burgers and hot dogs, motherfucker.
Yeah, like how many cases have you seen that's in the federal court system you went through? Tell me, and look through a case with more than 3 people, and tell me how many people didn't snitch. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So your girl, you gotta like that's what dudes fuck up at with they females. They treat their homeboys and give them all this attention and they know everything. So
I will say this: I got some good ass homies. Like I don't consider like my dad instilled that into me as a kid. Like there's a difference between friends and associates. Like I have friends that I put down on everything I love. I don't think it would never happen. But associates, yeah.
Yeah, but your friend, but you don't really know how good y'all is until something dramatic happens.
Until shit hits the fan.
Yes. Like you don't know your girl with you until some shit happens.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Everything, you need a dramatic thing, but that's why you gotta know the behaviors of everybody that you hang out with. Like, who is more susceptible to do certain things? Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is My Hunters. It's basically the dude, they went on an island. It was the FBI. There was a group of FBI agents they were training, and one guy started killing everybody based off of their traits. Like he knew one guy would like to take the lead, so he set a trap. So when the guy took the lead, he knew one guy a girl liked to smoke a cigarette, so he put acid in the cigarette. He knew one guy had a gun in his wheelchair, so he jammed the gun because he knew what everybody was gonna do before they did it.
Brother, they put the white girl out because they knew he couldn't resist.
We're not
watched Undercover Brother the other day.
That was your first time?
Anton Jackson.
Really?
Yeah.
What? You ain't never watched?
Well, that's all the time we got, guys.
Why we consider his considerations if he just now seeing Undercover Brother?
That's all the time we got for today.
You unmelanin brother of mine. I'm not. Your opinion doesn't matter anymore. I'm done with you.
Oh, we done?
It's been an hour.
Oh shit, man.
Can we get one question in? Can we get one more question in? Cause we be hitting it. One more question.
Yeah, one more thing.
One more question. Now, like, all right.
Because one thing y'all gotta understand is processing. And, you know. All right, we'll do one more question, but we got 5 minutes on it, and then that's it. All right. What are some petty reasons to be mad at somebody?
Man, 5 minutes for that? That should be it. Next. Can we go to the next question? Cause that's I need a whole at least 20, 30 minutes for that shit. Right there. Can we go to another one, please?
Is racism taught?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Damn,
yes.
Bro, what kind of questions is these?
Yeah, that's
these
easy.
Ain't no 5 fucking minute questions.
You put babies on the playground with each other, they're going to play all day.
For real.
Yes.
For real.
Racism has to be taught.
Damn. These ain't no ordinary 5-minute questions. Can we get something like, do you prefer peanut butter and jellies or ham and cheese or something like?
All right, what's your top 5 favorite shows?
Number 1 going Martin. Let me see.
I'm gonna say Supernatural, bro. Cause I'm a spiritual.
That's your number
guy.
1.
I'm an empath. I love spiritual shows.
My number 1 is going Cobra Kai. Yeah, I'm just addicted. Sorry. It's my number 1. Bad. Yeah, it's bad. I watch it a lot. It's bad. All right, what's your number 2 draft?
Huh?
Your number 2 draft of your favorite show?
Number 2 draft. Ah, shit. Maybe if I'm gonna go different. Married with Children.
Oof, that's a good one. That's a good ass shit. That shit's funny, bro.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Like I
That's my
said,
guy.
I'm an empath and I love psychological situations, so I'm gonna say Walking Dead, bro.
I like that. My number 2 draft is gonna go Trailer Park Boys. Trailer Park Boys, my number 2.
Alright.
Trailer Park Boys is a Canadian show that was like, it's ended already, but they even came with a fucking animated show and movies and some other shit.
That's a
It
show
was
for
just a
dweebs.
fucking giddy trailer park dudes who do trailer park things, sell weed and fucking drugs and just get in trouble.
And
And they have really bad aim. Let's put it that way. They shoot at each other, but they never hit anybody. What's your number 3?
I'm gonna go with it was about I think it was called The League. It was a fantasy football.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit was just that was funny as fuck. That was a funny ass show, and it was like real life because I'm in fantasy leagues, and it's always people in the leagues just like they had on the show.
I know exactly what you're
Yes.
talking about. What you got number 3?
Honestly, bro, this should have been my number 1, but I'm doing this because my baby mama would be like, she'd be like, yo, you lying as fuck. I'm saying The Flash, bro. I'm a supernatural comic book head, so I'm gonna say The Flash, CW, baby.
He's slowly losing his melanin.
I am.
I got y'all.
I love it.
Y'all ready?
I love it.
My number 3 draft is going That 70s Show. All the way.
I'm not to that. I love the 70s show. I grew
That
up.
70s Show is my shit.
I grew up going to sleep to that show.
Yeah, me too. They took it off of Netflix.
Fucking
Bingo.
up.
You
Netflix,
fucking up.
you
I
fucking
used to
up.
watch that all the time, bro. And then they take it off. Number 4?
Number 4, I'm going with Seinfeld.
I can't get jiggy with it.
Bro,
can't
I
get
didn't
jiggy
understand
with
the comedy until you get older. When you're young, you just but like their stuff still hit today. Like on one of the episodes, it was like, how good of friends are you? Are you friends enough to help them move? And I thought about that. I was like, you can't just ask no acquaintance to help you move. You got to be a real friend to fucking help them.
That's taking your day.
Yeah.
That's taking your
You
whole
can't just
day.
say, homie, I met you at the gas station, bro. Can you help me move? Like, that shit, just, you can't just have somebody from the club help you move. Like, that's real friendship.
Okay, so for my next show as a parent, because I understand the situations, it's kind of funny. But I'm going to do this as like a slash. I would say The Cosby Show and My Wife and Kids.
He already said My Wife and Kids, though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No,
I
I
didn't.
say that.
Oh, shit.
No, you said married with children.
Yeah.
My fault. I'm thinking
My
the same
wife,
thing.
my wife,
with kids
my
with
wife
Dwayne.
and kids,
Dwayne.
and Cosby Show has definitely like elevated
Whatever.
myself as a dad because I'm just like, yo, I'm going through this shit now, and I'm just like, this shit is funny.
I mean, I gotta cancel out because Bill Cosby, but whatever.
What's wrong with Bill? You got a problem with Bill?
Nah.
That whole situation, you got a problem with Bill? Are you serious?
Nah, bro.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't follow.
All
bro. I'm
them
just
fucking,
fucking-
all them
Oh,
fucking
relax,
women.
you-
bro,
Right,
relax.
no, fuck that. All them women out there that fucking say, wanted to wait 20, 30, fucking 45 years when a nigga
It's
blind
the same
and
shit with
can't
R.
walk.
Kelly.
No, it's not the same. So like I said, all the motherfuckers, y'all waited till this man was blind and was about to buy, he was about to buy NBC, right?
That was years ago, but
That's when it started though,
Yeah.
years ago.
Christ.
When he was about to buy a radio station, I mean not a radio station, but a news station, that's when everybody was like, all right, we don't want that. Motherfucker, come on now. What about the Weinsteins? Come on now. What about all these other motherfuckers that do the same thing and get away with it? Suck my
Jesus
dick.
Christ. My number 4 draft pick, it would be Shameless. That's my show.
I was gonna say that.
That's my
oh
show.
shit, oh yeah, that.
That's
Oh
my
yeah, I watched
Shameless,
it.
Shameless is dope.
That's my show.
The ending it sucked at the end of the first
It was-
two.
It was too long, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like, bro, what are we gonna do to get
It
this
stopped.
real?
It stopped. Like it was just like they were just a cast that they were just trying to end the show. Like at the end, it just.
It was
Because
because
the
without
cast-
Fiona, I feel like without Fiona, it was
Yeah,
just, like, not
yeah.
the same. Like, I mean, they still did a good job. Like, everybody picked up well, but it was just not the same. Like, and like her in the last couple seasons just kind of wasn't the Fiona that I feel like she needed to be. But it's okay.
She was ready to go.
I love that show. I get it. I love that
They
show.
took
though.
an adaptation of the British show, so it was
Yeah, I know.
so much.
Yeah, the first episode was like a complete replica. I loved it though.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your number 5?
I'm gonna go with this kind of a TV show, the Squid Games.
Yeah.
Something different. I like something like that. When I was watching that show, I was like, yo, cause I kept hearing that it was
That
fucked
was
up.
crazy, yeah.
Then the more I was like, yo, this shit is fucked up. If you can make me like, I cut the show off and I still look at it, I'm gonna say between Squid Games and I'm gonna say Dash Spartacus. Cause that shit had me hooked too. And then when it came to the end, I'm like, yo, that shit fucked up. When I can get to the end, I'm like, yo, this shit, I can't stop watching it. And I get to the end, I'm like, yo, why the fuck it end like this? Yeah, those are mine. Yeah.
All right, for my fifth show, I'm doing this for my anime lovers out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for my intellectuals out there. I'm gonna say MHA. A lot of people don't know
what that is.
My Hero Academia. That's Crunchyroll type shit. You know what I'm saying? I watched the dub and all that. But I would also say top 5 is Black Lightning. If you haven't watched Black Lightning and the time frame that it was running when we were getting the police brutality and the Black Lives Movement and everything like that, that show implicated everything that we wanted to see for those people that love the supernatural, that love the superhero type lifestyle. It broke it down for us. So I would say Black Lightning. Shout out to them, bro. I still haven't finished the whole series because I'm scared. But, it's whatever. I'm terrified, bro. I don't want to finish it.
Yo, I'm going to go. This one just came to the top of my mind, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the classic and say Drake and Josh.
What?
You're a pedophile.
Oh, whoa. That's a hell of an allegation. What?
Drake and Josh? Dude, I was a kid.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying in general, the reason why Drake and Josh doesn't even get replays, if you notice on Nickelodeon that they replay all the shows, is the reason why they don't replay.
Because of Drake Bell, I get it, but so what? That's not going to take away from the show that I grew up on.
No, I'm just saying, the person, the actor.
But I'm just saying that's just a weak show. But I respect.
I disagree 100%.
That show
I mean, if you want me to argue with you, it's a cross between Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
What?
Are you kidding me? Like, you're killing me right
You got wedgies at school, didn't you?
No, it's the melanin, bro.
That's the melanin.
I'm also from the country.
I don't know what y'all grew down here.
How old are you, bro? How old are you?
But I don't know what y'all. I mean, y'all watch this different shit than I did.
Monty, how old are you?
25.
Okay, yeah.
Drake and Josh was relevant when I was.
Oh yeah, you're right. So that's right in your.
Right in my
that's like
Kenan and Kel was.
Rugrats. I like Rugrats. Rocket Power.
That's like him saying, I love iCarly.
I was gonna say iCarly too. What's wrong with iCarly?
But that's his time range. We had Kenan and Kel and all that. The Amanda Show.
Hold up.
Like
hold
Whoa.
Kenan and Kel was the best though.
Before we cut the show, because we are about to cut it, but hold on. Let me tell you something, all right? iCarly was the first actual idea of an internet, of a fucking of a live stream. So before live streaming was a thing, iCarly created that idea. So look from the bigger picture of just that. They created a whole revolutionary, now everybody's streaming. But that was the idea of the show. They were internet show. They were online streaming, bro.
And plus,
they were doing that before everybody, bro.
His prime of your teenage years. Like, we got a different prime.
So we're going to take out the whole Amanda show and all that? The Nickelodeon show?
Were they live streaming an internet
but
show?
iCarly was the future. It was the future. Like, he right.
No.
He right about that. It was the future.
Y'all are just disrespecting kid shows. I don't appreciate this.
But they did live stream.
Elmo's time.
I'm done with y'all right now.
Hold
on.
Elmo wasn't sending emails and stuff like that.
Look, bro, I'm done with y'all right now.
Email. The computer was jumping in there.
No, they were live streaming like what we doing now. iCarly was doing that.
He's just disrespecting kid shows. I don't appreciate it. But all right, this has been a good show. We are already way past time. Come next week, we have a pretty interesting show for next week. We have a pretty interesting group of people who's going to be up there. We got a couple females, a couple dudes. Going to be an interesting show. Biggie, I appreciate you coming out, bro.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Can I say one last thing?
Thank y'all for having me.
It has nothing to do with the topics that we had because I appreciate this whole topic that we had. I will say this. Monty, boy, he probably gonna get mad after I say it. He probably gonna cut it. You probably won't even see it. But if you're a female and you come on this show, you gotta come with the confidence to go against males, man. You have to have that confidence to go against males, okay. and the topics that we put out because Monty, when with this show alone. He does the necessary research. He does, hey, let's do a group chat. Let's do group videos. Let's everybody get their own topics. But I've noticed with a lot of females that we've been on the show with, we do these group chats and we do this and we prepare them for it, and they're not necessarily ready. So, with that being said, and I'm looking directly in the camera, I'm not going to look at Big E, I'm not going to look at Monty. If you come on the show and you're a female, speak for the females. Speak for your gender. Speak for what you've been through dealing with males. Speak for everything that you disagree with what we do as the opposite gender. If you do not, myself, if you haven't seen our videos already, myself and Monty, I will eat you alive. I will make it to the point where you just
we're gonna be personalizing the show more, and the topics are gonna be based more off of personal experience. However, just make sure that when you come with your shit, you come ready. He's right. Just come ready. Because I'm not afraid to fuck
y'all
you.
are very selfish to just assume that there's two genders. That's very selfish of you
no,
all.
you're not about to do that.
This has been a good show. We out. Peace
I
out.
want to get it canceled.
We out.
You're going to get me canceled because I'm going to say some raw ass shit.
I'm gonna catch you guys next week.
Peace out.
Virginia Radio.